Have you heard of Isa Ukwu? 20 years ago, my grandmother asked me one breezy evening as we sat under the udara tree in the compound. Her voice carried the kind of seriousness that made me sit up straight. Isa Ukwu, she continued, is an ancient Igbo tradition that has been practiced for hundreds of years, long before the arrival of the Europeans. It is a ritual meant for babies who struggle to walk at the age when they should be taking their first steps. The ceremony, intense and deeply spiritual, is believed to cleanse and strengthen the child, helping them overcome whatever forces may be holding them back. As the moon rose higher in the sky, my grandmother's eyes twinkled with memories of the past. It's more than just a ritual, she said. It is our way of saying we will not give up on our children. Long ago, in the ancient town of Igbo land, elders observed that some children delayed walking, sometimes until they were 3 or even 4 years old. In a world where survival often depended on quick development, such delays worried parents deeply. Over time, communities developed a special ceremony, Isa Ukwu, to spiritually wash the child's legs. The belief was that certain unseen forces, ancestral anger, curses, or spiritual blockage could prevent a child from walking. Isa Ukwu involved prayers, ritual, baths, and symbolic cleansing to remove those blockages. Elders, often led by a chief priest or a powerful elder woman, will conduct the ritual by the river or a sacred grove. Isa Ukwu is most prominently practiced in parts of Anambra, Imo, and Enugu states. In particular, villages like Nnewi, Oka, and some parts of Mbise are well known for holding on to this tradition. Each community has its own version, but the essence remains the same, cleansing the child's legs to encourage walking. Families will travel miles to meet a famous elder or priestess known for performing the most effective Isa Ukwu ceremonies. It was not unusual to see gatherings of hopeful parents clutching their silent prayers as the ceremonies began at dawn. Despite modernization, some rural communities still quietly uphold this old age ritual. In the village of Mbiri, there lived a young couple, Obinna and Ifeoma, who had a son named Chiemerie. From the day of his birth, they celebrated him as a blessing. But as the months turned into years, Chiemerie did not crawl, let alone walk. His peers ran about the village, playing games, while Chiemerie remained seated, frustration painting his little face. Fear and sadness filled Obinna and Ifeoma's heart. They consulted doctors in the nearest city, but after countless visits and endless prescription, no improvement came. That was when Ifeoma's mother suggested Isa Ukwu. Desperate and willing to try anything, they agreed. Preparation for Chiemerie's Isa Ukwu began days ahead. Ifeoma fetched clean white clothes and calabashes, while Obinna brewed palm wine for the elders. Early one morning, before the cock crowed, they set off to the sacred river with the boy. It was important, the elder says, to arrive before dawn when the river spirits were still active and listening. The riverbank bursted with chanting. Elders drew circles in the sand, and Ifeoma was asked to wash Chiemerie's legs with water mixed with herbs. Prayers were offered to the gods, invoking healing, protection, and strength for the boy. With the sun just peeking over the hills, the ritual began. Chiemerie was placed gently inside a ring of white chalk. An old woman, the chief priestess, chanted ancient words, her voice rising and falling like a distant drum. She dipped a broom into the herbal water and brushed it lightly across Chiemerie's legs. Obinna and Ifeoma knelt behind their son, tears streaming down their faces, whispering prayers. The entire village watched in silence, each heart pounding with hope. In that sacred moment, it felt as though the spirits themselves had come down to bear witness. After the ceremony, Chiemerie was taken home and made to rest. The elders instructed Obinna and Ifeoma to keep hope alive and encourage the boy gently, day by day. Days turned into a week, and then 2. At first, nothing seemed different. Chiemerie still sat where he was placed. Then one morning, Ifeoma heard a soft giggle followed by the unsteady stomp of little feet. Rushing into the room, she found Chiemerie wobbling towards her, arms stretched out in triumph. It was as if a heavy weight had been lifted from their lives. News of Chiemerie's first step spread like wildfire. Neighbors, friends, and relatives came with gifts of yam, clothes, and palm wine to celebrate. The boys' laughter filled the air, a melody sweeter than any song. The elders nodded wisely, claiming that Isa Ukwu has once again proven his power. Obinna organized a Thanksgiving feast, slaughtering a goat in honor of the gods. That evening, the village square rang with drums and dance. As Chiemerie toddled among the dancers, the whole community rejoiced, reaffirming their faith in their ancient ways. Not everyone, however, believed it was the ritual that made Chiemerie walk. Some younger villagers whispered that perhaps he would have walked eventually without any ceremony. Others argued that faith itself, whether in a ritual or in medicine, played a crucial role in human miracles. Regardless of the debate, Ifeoma and Obinna believed in the power of Isa Ukwu. They had seen it work for their son, and no arguments could convince them otherwise. In their hearts, the ritual held a sacred, unshakable place. As the years rolled by and modern education spread through Igbo land, many people began to question the necessity of Isa Ukwu. Some labeled it superstitious, saying that delayed working could be caused by medical conditions such as musculoskeletal dystrophy or cerebral palsy. Healthcare workers campaigned for more scientific approaches, advising families to seek physical therapy rather than relying solemnly on ancient ritual. Despite this effort, there remain community that continues to practice Isa Ukwu, refusing to abandon what they saw as a gift from their ancestors. Whether Isa Ukwu is a good practice depends on who asks. For traditionalists, it symbolizes faith, resilience, and communal love for children. It offers emotional healing to worried parents and provides a structured way to hope and believe in better days. For others, it represents a lack of scientific understanding, a possible delay in seeking needed medical care. They argue that children deserve modern intervention when necessary. Yet, even in criticism, there is an underlying respect for the hope that Isa Ukwu provides. Today, Isa Ukwu is not as widespread as it was before, but it has not disappeared. In rural villages, especially among elder generation, it continues quietly alongside modern medical practices. Some families perform it as a symbolic gesture while also seeking hospital care. In cities where modern medicine is more accessible, the practice is often viewed as outdated. However, during cultural festivals and in certain traditional households, stories of Isa Ukwu are still proudly told and sometimes even reenacted for younger generation. Modern parents in Igbo land are caught between two worlds. On one hand, there is loyalty to tradition. On the other, there is trust in science. Some parents perform Isa Ukwu just in case, unwillingly to anger ancestors, while still following doctors' advice. The younger generation often learn about Isa Ukwu through folktales, books, and the words of their grandparents. Whether they choose to practice it or not, the story of Isa Ukwu remains a vivid chapter in the ongoing story of Igbo culture. As it is called, Isa Ukwu is a culture of hope. It represents a community refusal to give up on its children, to rally around those facing challenges. Even if science eventually explains every case of delayed working, the spirit of Isa Ukwu, the communal faith and love, will not be forgotten. It teaches that no child is abandoned, no matter how slow their steps might come. And perhaps, in a world increasingly focused on speed and results, that kind of patience and hope is more needed than ever. So, I ask again, have you heard of Isa Ukwu? It is a practice born out of love, faith, and the desperate hope that no child should be left behind. Some call it superstitious, others call it sacred. Do you think it's a good practice? Should it be continued? In a changing world where tradition meets modern science, the answer lies in the hearts of those who remember what it means to hope beyond all odds. Dear besties, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing African folktale. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new tale. See you next time.